Good day, everyone. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to join us as we go over Oceanview's Fixed Indexed Annuities. My name is Tim Watts, Annuity Sales Director over here at IAMS. I'm joined by Dan Gallina, National Accounts Manager with Oceanview. Before we hop into these fantastic products, including that 9.25% fixed rate, which I'm sure a lot of you are on here to hear about, we have some important information to share with you about who we are at IAMS, and a quick highlight of why our agents love working with our team. We will have 3 polls as we go through the webinar today, 1 during my presentation and 2 during Dan's. Please participate in that, as we do want this to be as active and as engaging as we can. The first thing I want to highlight today is our commitment to delivering best-in-class customer service. One of the ways that we do this is you can always reach a live person at 800-255-5055 when you call during business hours, and we do strive to get to those phone calls within 2 to 3 rings, so you never have to worry about leaving a voicemail or a dial by name directory. You're going to get a live human being who's going to get you to where you need to go. Now, a couple things here on how we help our agents and give back to you and your practice. Our new producer builders are for those of you who are new to us at IAMS. These bonuses are available based on your production level in your first 180 days of contracting with us. We do have great levels that you can qualify at, and as you can see inside each of these levels are some great options for you. We've got incredible business building tools, personal perks for you, and even cash rewards. If you'd like to know where you stand towards your new producer builder, or if you'd like to have a conversation about how to achieve that next level, please give us a call and talk to your sales director. Moving on to another business builder program, we're going to go over to our referred producer program. We do have a couple advisors on with us today that have already taken advantage of this program. Our business on the wholesale side of the industry is similar to yours in the field, and that one of the best leads we could ever obtain is a referral from one of our valued producers. This is why we want to make it worth your while when you refer a producer to us. When you do get one over to our side and they get contracted, we'll cut you a $50 thank you check. Now, where the real money comes in is as your referral writes business, you'll receive an override on that business. Now, that override doesn't impact their commissions at all. It's just a referral thank you to you. Our ownership team, Steve, Charles, Curtis, and Chris, sign checks for thousands of dollars every quarter. With that being said, if you can think of anyone that could benefit from doing business with our team, definitely drop their name and contact information in the questions box or email me directly at timw@iamsinc.com. Below that is our marketing reimbursement program, which is our most popular program that we offer. For every $100,000 in FIA premium, you get $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. Why this is so popular and lucrative for our advisors is we truly do consider this to be your money. So we don't cap your account, mandate where you spend the funds, or tell you when you have to cash that account. This is your marketing reimbursement. We don't tell you the vendors that you have to use. We obviously have some recommended vendors that we partner with and leverage reduced rates and preferred service with. Additionally, you can use those with our creative team to create a marketing strategy and provide in-house services. If you'd like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account or have a conversation about how to utilize that, give myself or one of our sales directors a call. Back office support, this is another way that we add value to your business. This is a core of IAMS and how Charles Hearing founded us over 36 years ago. We want to help the independent advisor work smarter, not harder. We're going to do that with great business building tools and resources. Of course, advanced case design assistance is available for both life and annuity quotes, and we guarantee to get that back to you within 24 hours. Although if you've worked with us before, typically we're going to get that back to you in about an hour or 2. Submission to commission support is handled by our new business team. Mackenzie heads up the annuity side, and Michelle is on the life side. Their teams are fantastic, and they work tirelessly to help you get commissioned quicker. They're going to scrub your applications, submit them on your behalf, do the administrative tracking, and get you updates on the cases as needed. We do this to ensure you get commissioned as quickly as possible. This is a service that we provide to our valued producers and how we help you grow your business by keeping you in front of clients while our team handles the back office support for you. Our website is a great tool for our producers to use and another reason to work with us over here at IAMS. Once you're contracted, you're going to have full access to everything you see on this slide and a lot more. If you haven't registered for our website yet and gone through a website review, it's very simple to do. When we get done with this call, go ahead and create an account. We'd love to see you on there. You can certainly give one of the sales directors a call and we can do a website review, or you can go to youtube.com, go to IAMS Inc. and look for website review. We've got a webinar on there that goes through a lot of those features as well that you can take a look at your time whenever your schedule allows. Firelight eApps, this is a single sign-on at IAMSinc.com. Technology is where the industry is going, and Firelight is a top-notch site streamlining this application process. Most of our carriers are on the eApp platform, so you can go on to one site and submit business. This is going to be COVID-friendly, and some carriers are going to eApp only for their product lines. Additionally, others will offer extra commissions for utilizing the eApp platform. Make sure you ask your sales director before you submit a paper app if you can earn more money by doing an eApp. Utilizing our Firelight platform accelerates the application process substantially. The eApp platform helps you submit business in good order the first time. This also reduces the processing time of your business and gets you paid quicker. As I mentioned previously, this is a single sign-on at IAMSinc.com, and we have integrated our business with Firelight so you can have the most efficient and effective way to submit that business. Again, one of the big drivers for utilizing that eApp platform is getting that business submitted in good order, so you're not having to go back and forth. Firelight's intuitive. It is like riding a bike. The first couple of times it takes a little bit to get you getting used to, but then after that it adds a lot of effectiveness and efficiency to you and your practice. We do have a full in-house creative team. We talked about them a little bit earlier on some of our marketing plans. We can help you and your practice with a lot of the items available to you are going to simply be turnkey. We can impose your contact information and your logo and then just get you rocking and rolling. Speaking of logos, if that is something that you haven't done for your agency, we are great at doing those full customized brands for you. This is going to assist you with your name recognition, which grows your natural market organically. We can get your logo designed and imposed on business cards, brochures, and stationaries. Lastly, what everyone is currently looking for help for is in that digital marketing space. We can help you with websites, social media marketing, email marketing, and a lot more. The internet and social media sites are where the overwhelming majority of prospects go to for information. Making sure that you're accessible and represented in those marketing lanes is beneficial to growing your business. Reach out to myself or one of our sales directors. Give us a call when this webinar concludes to see how IAMS Creative can help your practice. All right, we founded IAMS Wealth Management over 5 years ago. What we've done is grown this division with IAMS very organically. We've helped advisors become IARs and pass a Series 65 at a very successful rate. Once we have you registered, we'll bring great value to your practice with an incredibly competitive fee structure for both you and your clientele. We also have great technology and investment platforms for you, the agent. This has been a major growth sector of our business, and if assets under management isn't in your agency, it could be a major growth sector for you in 2024. Next, we do have our first Life and Academy coming up this May. Now we're still finalizing the dates. These 2-day trainings are an excellent opportunity for our agents who are looking for new ways to grow your business. IAMS does cover the expenses for the Academy, giving you an opportunity to learn with and from other top producers. We'll go over marketing strategies as well as top products, both in the life and the annuity space. If you would like some more information on that, I've got a poll here for you. So I'm going to go ahead and launch that. Well, looks like I accidentally closed that poll, unfortunately. So I'll just have to, if you're interested in more information on our next Academy, definitely let me know when I send you over the copy of this to rewatch. I apologize. I opened and closed that poll too quickly there. So we'll have to do 2 polls when Dan's presenting and everybody gets your engaged there. All right, last one here for me. We do have our IAMS Summit by the Sea. This qualification is going on for this trip right now. If you do have any questions on that, please do not hesitate to reach out. All right, Dan, I'm going to go ahead and make you the presenter. So the floor is yours.
Well, good morning, everyone. And Tim, thank you very much for the opportunity to join your call today. And thank you for everyone that's on the call. I'll kick it off with saying, for everyone that's on the call that's done business with Oceanview, thank you very much. We continue to have tremendous sales growth here at the company, even though we're such a young company. It is great to have you on the call. Tim, are you able to see my screen?
I'm not. I think you need to go ahead and share your screen.
Are you able
there
to see
you go. I'm seeing you now. Yep, looking
All right.
good.
Just that one extra click. All right. So my goal today is just to, I know, focus on the index annuities, but I thought for those of you who are not familiar with Oceanview, just give you a quick overview of who Oceanview is. I'll share with you who our sales desk is. You already have an amazing team that you work with at IAMS, so I doubt that you'll need to reach out to anyone here at Oceanview, but if you do, you'll at least know there is a sales desk here as well. Go through our annuity solutions, share with you some of our marketing resources, give you a high level of our technology, as well as go through our SLAs, kind of give you a view of how good we are at processing business, and then I'd be happy to open up to questions with Tim. So let me start off with a little bit about Oceanview. We're based in Denver, Colorado. Yes, I hear the jokes all the time in Oceanview from Denver, but the Oceanview from Mile High can't get any better, right? This is where we can see way off the distance that great Oceanview. But all kidding aside, I am super excited to say that as of November 1st of 2023, we were upgraded by AM Best to a full A. So we've got, they recognize the strength of the company and the growth that we've had over the last 4 years, and they upgraded us to a full A. So that may help with talking about Oceanview with your clients now that we've been upgraded. Here's our sales team. Like I said, I know you're going to focus on calling on the folks at IAMS for support, but if you need anything, we do have 6 folks that cover the country here at Oceanview on our sales desk that are experts in product sales concepts and can assist you if you need anything related to Oceanview. As far as our products, let's just dive right into what our products are. At Oceanview, what we have done is we have continued to just make a very simple story as we have grown. We started off with the MYGA when we first kicked off the company, and eventually had the fixed index annuity. As you can see, both products are named the same. We didn't have a marketing team at the time, so we just named both of them Harbourview. So it's really easy for you. If you say, I'm going to sell Oceanview, you're going to sell the Harbourview product. Now, it'll either be the Harbourview multi-year guarantee annuity or the fixed index annuity, but they're both Harbourview. So let me take a quick look at what the Harbourview MYGA looks like. Very simple, of course. Tenors 2 through 10 years. We do issue up to age 89 and 364 days. So as long as the client hasn't turned 90, we'll issue that product. And we have a 10% free withdrawal that starts the second year. Quick snapshot of our rates. I will tell you where we're very competitive is on the 3-year and the 2-year. That's our sweet spot. We don't tend to have competitive rates on the longer tenors, but the 3 and the 2-year is really our sweet spot. Every once in a while, we'll be hot on the 6-year, but we're competitive, and this has really kind of been our bread and butter. But our focus, of course, is really to grow index annuity sales. We've put a lot of effort into developing this product and making little tweaks to it to enhance it. And what we've come up with is the Harbourview fixed index annuity, surrender periods 3 through 10 years. So we do have the real short end as well, which does accommodate some sales. Maximum issue age, we've got a split here. So on the short surrender period, we'll issue up to 89 and 364 days. On the longer surrenders, the 7 and 10, we'll issue up to 84 and 364 days. So as long as the client hasn't hit the full 85, we'll issue for the 7 and 10 year. 10% free withdrawal starting the second year. So give the client the ability to have some liquidity if they need money. We are talking about long surrender products. And then we have the nursing home confinement waiver. They're confined to a nursing home. They've been there for 90 days. It's a skilled nursing home care. They can access their account value with no penalty, no cost, no surrender charges to use those dollars to offset the cost of nursing home. And then, of course, we have the terminal illness waiver. If the client's deemed they're going to pass within the next 12 months, they can take out all or some of the account value to cover their expenses on their final days here. Now, keeping the story very simple, and this is where I've seen over the last, I would say 10 to 12 months, a real increase in our sales and our indexed annuities, is the simplicity here on our crediting strategies. Only using the S&P 500, the Russell 2000, and the NASDAQ 100 as our indices. No bespoke indexes, no crazy math calculations to come up with what the return will be based off of. Very simple. In fact, the majority of our business, close to 97% of our business, is only in the S&P, Russell, or NASDAQ annual point-to-point. Now, we recently just brought on two low volatility, if I get the word out, low volatility strategies through S&P, which didn't make the slide because it didn't get updated. But we got an S&P 500, 5% excess return and a 10% excess return, both annual point-to-point with a par rate. So if you're looking for low volatility, we have that mixed in here. But where we differentiate ourselves on the indices and the strategies is we're only one of 4 companies that has the Russell 2000 or the NASDAQ 100 in a true annual point-to-point cap. And if you looked at the market and reach out to IAMS, we have a marketing piece that shows what the NASDAQ has done over the last 10 years. The NASDAQ has actually beaten the S&P on a pretty consistent return as far as overall return and yearly. So one of the advantages you have with Oceanview is to be able to offer the NASDAQ 100 index to your clients to get better performance than the S&P 500, which as it stands today, the industry, about 78% of all index annuities has this S&P 500 annual point-to-point somewhere in the sale. So to get your client better performance, you can use our product, the NASDAQ 100. And as we've seen, the Russell is starting to come around. The performance there is starting to come up. Another opportunity to get better performance in the S&P. I will tell you, if you reach out to us directly for an illustration, our sales desk is going to run an illustration, 1/3 S&P, 1/3 NASDAQ, and 1/3 Russell. With the premise behind it, we don't know which index is going to beat the other. They're all probably going to rise to some degree together, but one's going to outpace the rest. This gives you the opportunity to kind of set it, forget it. I'll put you 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and we'll just kind of flow through the years of until surrender's on and see what kind of performance we get. The returns on that model actually work pretty good and have been effective in making sales. And the last piece, of course, is our fixed rate, which Jim mentioned at the beginning. Our fixed rate is really what's driving all the business at Oceanview when it comes to our index annuity sales. We do a great job of pricing MYGAs. We've shifted that and started creating really great aggressive rates for our fixed index annuity. So if you take a look at our rates, and we'll go all the way over to the right-hand column, and for right now, we'll just focus on the 10-year. As you can see towards the bottom, we've got our annual point-to-point caps, S&P, Russell, and NASDAQ, all at 10.25. And we always price those together. So if we move one, they're all going to move. So you're not saying, well, the S&P is at 10.25 and the NASDAQ's at 8%. They're all going to be the same here at Oceanview, always priced the same as far as the annual point-to-point. But the bottom line, the 9.25, that's what's driving almost all business at Oceanview. The opportunity to give your client a 9.25% return for 1 year, guaranteed return. Yes, I could cap out and get a better return at 10.25 if I was in the index strategy, but we don't know what the market's going to do. So at least we can say for the first year, I know you're going to get 9.25. Now, the 9.25, of course, is an enhanced rate. I'm going to be very upfront with you. That 9.25 is an enhanced rate. So you think of it from a fixed annuity standpoint, I've got a base rate at 4.5%, and then I've got an enhancement added to that to get into 9.25. So what's going to happen year 2? Year 2, the fixed account is going to go back down to the base rate, right around 4.5%. In actuality, a 4.5% rate in today's marketplace is really not that bad. So a year or two, if you were sitting with your client and said, you know what, I think we still need to have a portion in the fixed bucket, I don't think 4.5 is a forget it rate, especially in today's marketplace. It's not as good as 9.25, but if you mix that with the index strategies, you have an opportunity. But for most of the advisors that are selling our fixed index annuities, it's the 1 year fixed bucket for 1 year, year two, shifting all the money into the index strategies. Again, we're promoting the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, but whatever's best for your client. Same thing with the 7 year, 8% fixed bucket, 10% caps. I will say the only difference that I've seen in this, and talking to some of the top producers here at Oceanview, some of them are positioning the 7 year surrender as a 6 year, a 1 year fixed bucket, and then 6 years in the index strategy to help the story with your money's not locked up for all 7 years, although it is, I mean, it truly is, but to kind of smooth out that story by saying we're going to get you 8% the first year, and then we'll only have to focus on what the returns are for the indices for the next 6 years. Seems to be a pretty good story for some of these top producers. Additionally, the 5 year, surprising to me, we've seen the biggest jump in sales on a percentage standpoint in the 5 year. With our caps at 9.5%, very competitive. The fixed bucket's at 5.5. I'm not seeing a lot of business go into the fixed bucket on the 5 year, but the 5 year for a safe money alternative versus a MYGA or versus other safe money alternatives seems to be a fit for some advisors and agents. So I position that for you to take a look at. If you're looking for something on the shorter end, the 9.5 cap is actually very competitive right now in that marketplace. 3 year, not seeing any business there. Of course, we know that a 3 year MYGA is going to give me a guaranteed return for all 3 years. I really can't take the risk of, if I don't get a return in the indices for 1 year or 2 years, I just won't have the performance. So the 3 year MYGA is definitely going to beat the 3 year index annuity. When it comes to contract types, we take just about everything. And a couple of things I'll point out is we do accept inherited IRAs and non-spousal inherited IRAs. The only caveat is we will only allow those in our MYGA product. They're not allowed on an index annuity. But as you can see from there, we'll take trusts, we'll take 403Bs, 401Ks, rollovers, take that just about everything. If there's a special circumstance that you're like, I wonder if Oceanview would take this, reach out to IAMS. If they can't answer, of course, they can reach out to me and I'll get the answer for you. But we're pretty flexible on what we'll take as far as contracts, and happy to have a conversation about what scenario you have. For marketing resources, one of the things that Oceanview does is everything we build marketing is client approved. And additionally, we've created some agent advisor custom ads that we can build out and co-brand with you. So let me take a look. The MYGAs are pretty standard, the CD versus MYGA, what the laddering is, and the last piece on the right is, again, is talking about CDs versus MYGA. But as far as index annuities, we're trying to go more of the educational route. So for a client that says, I don't understand how an annual point-to-point works, or I don't understand what a par rate is, we've got an educational piece on this. For the client that says, I've heard about the S&P 500, but what is NASDAQ or what is Russell? We've got a one-pager on each index to explain what they invest in and what the industries they're in. Additionally, as there's the NASDAQ 100 crediting piece I was talking about how it's stacked up versus the S&P and the Russell over the last 10 years. So that's a pretty powerful piece, not from the standpoint of selling just the annuity, but explaining the reason why we're using the NASDAQ 100 versus the S&P and how the performance has been over the last 10 years to give you, the client, a better return. And the final piece on the right-hand side it's been pretty popular here at Oceanview, and that is getting back to the surface, talking about volatility. We understand volatility, and we understand that if I lose money, I got to get back to whole or to level before I have any gains if I'm not in an index annuity. So this is a great piece to illustrate the benefits of being an index annuity. You don't really have any losses. We all use the term zero's your hero. You don't have to make up any gains. You just get to start from where zero was and go from there. You can only have positive returns. And this is a great piece to talk about that. Additionally, we've started to create the scenario series. If you look on the right-hand side, the pieces, they match up with MYGA, but 2 pieces for index annuities, protecting your investment. And Leave a Legacy has probably been the most popular piece that we've put together as far as marketing going out to agents and advisors. With the older ages, at some point they're going to realize they want to pass money on. Many of you may position a single premium life product to achieve that goal. And there's going to be the case where the client's going to answer one or more of those knockout questions a yes. Here's your fallback piece. You can leave a legacy with Oceanview, either using the MYGA or the index annuity. My thought is might as well use the 10-year fixed index annuity because we're not concerned about surrender charges. We're worried about leaving money behind. But it matches everything the client needs. Principal protection. I want to see some growth, but I want to make sure that growth is protected. I want to have access to my money if I need some. So in all cases, 10% free withdrawal. And on the index annuity, you do also have the nursing home waiver and the terminal illness waiver. So additional liquidity if something, the unexpected healthcare event should come up. But in the end, I'm going to leave that money to little Johnny and little Mary, and I've set them as the beneficiaries. And when I pass away, that money's going to go to them probate free. So it's another positioning to leave money behind to their heirs. And finally, like I said, we've got custom ads. If you're doing social media, if you're doing a newsletter, if you do a newspaper ad, we've got a combination here to meet all your needs. Whether it's highlighting the 9 1/4 or a MYGA rate, or you want to highlight the caps, the 10 1/4 caps or the 10% caps, we can build this out to you and we can co-brand this. All I ask is you work through IAMS to get the information to me. I just need how you want to position your contact information. If you have a logo for your business, we can add that in it as well. And we will build it, and then we will send it back to you in about 48 hours. So it's a quick turnaround to get it built for you, and then we'll send it back to you, and you can use it as a marketing piece to attract more clients or work with your existing book to tell them about a new product that you're offering to them. And finally, I'll just share a little bit about technology. Tim talked about how technology is really the future. I totally agree. And we have gone and gotten every tool that we can. And believe it or not, we're actually adding a couple more pieces. I know IAMS has iPipeline. We're just about to finish signing our contract to have iPipeline as well. Firelight is, we do paper apps, but we do have Firelight, but we have Firelight Wizard, which is available through IAMS. It's an intuitive e-app, so you're basically answering questions, and Firelight is filling out the app and all the paperwork for you. So if you start off with it's a trust as the owner, it's automatically going to bring all the trust paperwork in and all the additional documents that we need at Oceanview to fulfill that application packet. We are on Annuity Rate Watch. If you need any information about our products or rates, you're up to date. I'm sure you get it from IAMS, but if you're one of those people that's on Annuity Rate Watch on a regular basis, we're there. And for most of you that are appointed with us, you've already gone through, and those who haven't, we use SureLC to get for our appointment paperwork. The beauty of it, it's electronic, and it includes the product training. So when you sign the document at the end, you've already done the product training and you're ready to sell. You don't have to go out to a third party to do product training at another point. And our processing has been really, really good. One of the things that's helped us grow our business over the last couple of years is our new business processing. We do generate a policy number same day. We post our NIGOs in 1 to 3 days. Cash with app issues in 24 to 48 hours. And we get everything up on our portal very quick so you can see what's going on with your contract. If you do have a 1035, we have a system to reach out to the surrendering company every 10 days to get an update on where it is and request the funds. So we've been really good at that, as well as we pay commissions on a daily basis if you offer a MYGA, and commissions on the index annuity is still once a week because we do our industry sweeps every Thursday, and then we pay commissions the next day. So we talked about a little bit about Oceanview, based in Denver. We've been upgraded to an A. Went through our annuity solutions. We've got a MYGA, but the real focus today is taking a look at our index annuity, the simple story that we offer, and the ease of doing business, and all the technology options we have. And with that, I will turn it back over to you, Tim.
Awesome, Dan. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and launch a poll question here. So if everybody can grab your mouse and answer this one for me, I should be just launching it one time. That is, how likely are you to position one of Oceanview's FIAs to one of your clients here in February? I'd like to get some votes back on this one and just gauge your interest and how quickly you think you might have somebody that would be interested. We've got very likely, somewhat likely, and I don't have anyone in mind. I'm going to give this one just about another 15 seconds, and then I'll fire that next poll so it's right there for you. And then I do have one question from the group that we'll clarify with everybody, and then we'll get you on your way. Thank you, everybody, for participating there. Next is, would you like more information on Oceanview's product lineup and client-facing sales tools? As Dan did mention, there are options to get your information put on those marketing pieces. No charge for you. Just give us 24, 48 hours, and we can get that over to you and have that for you to, drip out to your existing book, get to new prospects there for you. While everybody's answering this poll question, Dan, we did have one question, and that was, is a securities license required to sell these products? And I'm going to go ahead and answer that real quick, and that is no. You just have to have a life insurance license, and then, of course, meet any local state requirements, AML, CE, E&O, that type of good stuff. So with that being said, Dan, it doesn't look like we have any other questions. So any last bits of wisdom here for the group?
I will say just thank you very much for the time, and look forward to the continued strong partnership with IAMS. And if, as Tim said, if any of you do want any of those marketing pieces co-branded, please reach out to us through IAMS, and we'd be happy to get that to you in your hands as quickly as possible.
Fantastic, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. We look forward to working with you soon on these fantastic Oceanview products. Bye now. Be blessed.